Today's topic, how to manifest with movies. Today I want to show you how you can manifest with movies, and I also want to show you why watching certain movies might be the reason why your manifestation is not showing up. And there's one specific line in the book, You Are the Placebo by Dr. Joe Dispenza, that changed my view on movies. And in this line or this paragraph, Dr. Joe Dispenza talks about, I think it was in You Are the Placebo, I'm not quite sure anymore, but I think it was. Anyway, in this line, Dr. Joe Dispenza talks about how they made an experiment with people who suffered from diabetes. And these people watched 1 hour of a comedy show. And after the comedy show, they measured their blood sugar levels, and their blood sugar levels improved drastically. Yes, that's the power of raising your vibration. And raising your vibration is not only essential if you want to have a healthy body and a healthy mind. Raising your vibration is also absolutely essential if you want to manifest your dreams. And that's also why I decided to create the Vibration Rocket program for you. And the Vibration Rocket meditation is a 10-minute meditation that will raise your vibration. And if you want to find out more about it, you can click on the link in the description. In fact, if you use this vibration raising meditation every morning and you do that for 30 days, I promise you, I guarantee you that you will feel better than ever before. And by feeling better than ever before, you have the opportunity to manifest your dreams. But of course, if you just want to use it once, then already after using it once, your vibration will be higher. And you can find out more about it in the link in the description. But now let's have a look at movies. Because when it came to this experiment that Dr. Joe Dispenza explained, I thought to myself, if watching 1 hour of a comedy show can improve your health in such a drastic way, what impact do movies have on your vibration, on your mental health, and eventually also on your physical health? And there are different movie genres that either allow you to manifest your dreams or they prevent you from manifesting your dreams. And unfortunately, most people watch the kind of movies that ram their vibration into the ground and that make it almost impossible for them to manifest their dreams. But before I jump right into these genres, I want to utter one word of very important warning. Your ego will rebel against what I'm about to say, because you already invested in this idea that movies are just entertainment, and you might feel anger, you might feel disappointment, and you might even hate me now that I'm gonna challenge some of your, let's say, movie watching habits. Really think about how certain movies that you watched in the last couple of weeks or months impacted your vibration. Yes, these movies might be extremely popular and everybody's watching them, but just because everybody's watching them doesn't mean that they are good for your vibration. I mean, if what everyone is doing would work, then everyone would be financially free in a fulfilling relationship and living a stress-free life. So just keep an open mind and an open heart. And the first genre that I want to discuss are fantasy movies. Fantasy movies, if they are not too violent, can be perfect for raising your vibration because they allow you to access your creativity. And accessing, or let's rather say activating your creativity, is very important if you want to, for example, use meditation combined with visualization in your manifestation process. Because in order to visualize yourself in the future that you want to attract, and in order to then create this parallel reality for yourself, you need to be able to see these images. I mean, yes, the most important aspect is to feel the emotions, but I always like to see these pictures in my mind and to combine it with these emotions. And then you create this mixture of vision and emotions, and this can allow you to manifest so fast. And by watching fantasy movies, you access your creativity. Because when you think about it, manifesting something is nothing else than creating a fantasy in your mind that you then turn into reality by matching the vibration of this fantasy, which will then allow you to step into this parallel reality. For example, I don't see any negative side effect of watching Harry Potter, especially because the good guys are winning in the end. But now let's jump to the next and the most dangerous genre of movies that you could possibly indulge yourself in if you want to manifest something. Horror movies. What I'm about to say might sound very extreme, but I truly believe that if horror movies didn't exist, there would be less murder, less violence, and less abuse in the world. Especially when we are children, and even when we are teenagers, our brains are not fully developed, and we can't distinguish reality from fantasy. I mean, yes, of course, for teenagers it's easier to do that, but for children it's almost impossible. I mean, think about it. There was a time in your life when you believed in Santa Claus. There was a time in your life when you believed in monsters under your bed. Those are things that can only happen because children are not able to differentiate between reality and fantasy. And actually, now that I'm thinking about it, I think Dr. Joe Dispenza also talks about that until the age of 7, we are in a brainwave state where we cannot, and I really mean cannot, it's impossible for us to distinguish between fantasy and reality. Now, what happens if you watch horror movies where people get killed and where brutal things happen and blood everywhere, and you watch this from a very young age? Of course, this impacts you. And I promise you that if you would watch a horror movie every night for 30 days, you would become more anxious, more violent, more aggressive, and less empathic towards other people. If you are serious about raising your vibration and manifesting your dreams, you should never watch another horror movie again. Now let's talk about action movies. Recently I made an interesting experiment. I tried to watch an action movie that I used to love when I was a teenager, and when I was in a very low vibration. I don't want to reveal the name of the movie because this could put me into trouble, but let's say it's a very famous action movie with Bruce Willis. And after 20 minutes of watching it, I stopped the movie and I asked myself, how was I ever able to enjoy this? It was just mindless killing and nothing else basically. And when I was younger and in a very low vibration and low level of consciousness, I used to watch that and I was like, oh yeah man, whoa, another one, yeah, whoo, amazing. And now I'm watching it and I think to myself, why do people do this? If you're watching an action comedy, that might be okay. But if you're watching an action movie that's really brutal, this is poison for your vibration. And I know in case you are a man listening to this right now comes the point when you really hate me because your ego is so invested in the idea that action movies are cool. I mean, I still remember when I was a teenager or even in my 20s, watching action movies as a guy was cool. It was the thing that you do. But I never thought about how it impacts my vibration. Now let's talk about comedy movies. Remember what I said in the beginning about Dr. Joe Dispenza's experiment with the people who suffered from diabetes. Watch as many comedy movies as you want. The funnier and the dumber and the weirder the better. The more you have to laugh, the more you are able to raise your vibration. I just recently watched Ted 2, which is a very politically incorrect movie with a teddy bear who uses at least 10 swear words in one sentence. And I was just laughing all the time because that's the kind of humor that I like. Yes, when it comes to my humor, I like the really, really dumb and weird stuff. But it makes me laugh, it makes me feel good, and it raises my vibration. And if you watch these type of movies, no matter if it's comedy movies or if you actually watch comedy specials from comedians, this is the best thing you can do to raise your vibration. And even if you want to manifest money or if you want to manifest a car, by just putting yourself in this high vibration, this will bring you closer to your manifestation. And if you also click on the link in the description, and you then get my Vibration Rocket program, and you use this Vibration Rocket meditation, which is just 10 minutes in the morning, then you're in such a high vibration that you can easily manifest whatever you want. Now let's talk about thrillers. When it comes to your vibration, thrillers are better than horror movies, but worse than action movies. They are somewhere in between. I highly recommend that you don't watch any thrillers, because it always messes up your vibration, because you're trapped in this state of, let's call it, fearful anticipation for 2 hours. And that can't be good for your vibration. And if you're really honest to yourself, even though you might feel resistance right now, and you might feel a little bit of anger towards me because I challenge your ego, when you're really honest to yourself, you know it. I mean, nobody can tell me that they watch a horror movie or a thriller, and they go out of the cinema and they say, oh my god, I've never felt better in my life. What about dramas? Oh, drama, drama, drama. What happens when you watch a drama? You create drama. I still remember when I watched the movie The Fault in Our Stars. It's a story of 2 teenagers who suffer from cancer, who fall in love, and one of them dies in the end. And after watching this movie, even though it's a brilliant movie, I felt so heavy. I actually watched this movie with my girlfriend at the time, and immediately after watching it, I had all these crazy images in my mind of what if that happens to us. And by watching a drama, you create drama in your life, because your vibration matches the frequency of drama. The last movie genre that I want to discuss for today are romance movies. You can watch as many romance movies as you want, especially if you want to manifest a partner. But you have to be careful that you don't watch romance movies with the thought, why can't I experience this? Why do they experience love, but I don't? If you, however, watch such a movie with an open mind, and especially with an open heart, and you think to yourself, I can't wait until I experience this, then it can be a great way to manifest love. However, there's one downside to a lot of romance movies, and that's that these movies often contain a lot of drama until the two finally come together and finally they meet and they're happily ever after. That's why I recommend romantic comedy movies. And because you want to manifest amazing things in your life, I also recommend that you check out the second link in the description and find out more about Skype manifestation coaching with me. On this page, you also find testimonials of amazing deliberate creators who I've worked with and some of them who I still work with. And if you want me to help you with your manifestation process, with your affirmations, with improving your ability to connect with the universe and to receive all these amazing signs that show you that you are on the right path or on the wrong path, then you can click on the link in the description. And if you enjoyed watching this video, please send out some love to the YouTube universe by giving this video a big thumbs up. And I would also appreciate it if you would leave a comment in the comment section below and let me know what you think about my video. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel and to click on the notification bell so that you get notified whenever I release a new video for you.